Hey guys, so today I'm going to share my self-tanning routine. I did a poll on Instagram and a lot of people wanted to see it. So I am going to show you exactly what I do, how I prep, what products I use, and things like that. Disclaimer, I am not saying that you need to self-tan. Pale skin is still beautiful. I just personally like to have a little tan. So I'm not telling you that you need it. You can do whatever you want to do, but I personally like to self-tan and been doing it for years, so this is just what I do. So I've tried several different products over the years, and I've shared all my favorites throughout like my blog and Instagram if you've been following me a while. I recently got a new product which I'll show you, and I've been using it for the past couple weeks and love it, so I'm going to be using that today. But the first step that I do is I always put it on after I take a shower. So in the shower I shave my legs and I exfoliate. So exfoliation is a huge step that you do not want to forget, because if you don't get those dry skin cells off your skin, then the color from the self tanner is gonna stick to it and make it patchy, and we all know we don't want patchy tan. So I've shared this before, but my favorite thing to exfoliate with is this exfoliator glove. This one's from Soap and Glory, but they have them everywhere. This thing is a lifesaver. I just put it on my hand and just scrub everywhere, and it makes your skin feel so soft. Gets any, excess dry skin, any remaining color. If you've self-tanned before, it can get any remaining stuff off, and it just helps prep your skin so that your tan can go on flawless. So this is a very important step, so do not forget to exfoliate. So I shave, exfoliate, and then the next thing I do is I moisturize. So I don't put moisturizer all over my full body before I self-tan. I just put it in the areas that are prone to extra dry skin. So like your elbows, ankles, your knees, places that you don't want the color to get too thick or to adhere to too much, because then it can get, we've all had those dark circles on our knees or on our elbows. So I just use a regular, regular moisturizer. This one's by Lubriderm. Anything's fine, so I just use that. And then you can put it on your hands, in between your fingers, any place that you don't want the tan to be too dark. So that is an important step as well to do before you tan. So after that, like I said, you shave, exfoliate, moisturize. The next thing that I do is I get my gloves. So I use a mitt. And then my tanning product, which I'll share in a minute what this is. Also, with the mitt, I actually use a latex glove underneath it, because if you just use the mitt, I've found, it's happened to me so many times, that the product will leak through and it'll get all over your hand. And sometimes, even though if you wash your hands right afterwards, the color can stick really fast and you don't want orange palms. So what I do, it's kind of dirty because I use this all the time, but I put my glove on first, and then I put my mitt, and then I grab my color, and then I'm going to apply it. So I'm going to show you exactly how I apply it. It's going to be a little different because usually I do it right after I get out of the shower and I don't have any clothes on. So I'm going to show you as best as I can with, I have shorts and a tank top on. So I'll show you just as best as I can what I do and how I do it. And yeah. I mentioned that I started using a new product a couple weeks ago, and it's not a new brand, it's just a new product. So I shared this probably last summer. It's called Norvell. This is the, I don't know if you can see that with the light, Norvell company. This is amazing. It gives the best tan color that's like an olive, deep tan, not orangey, doesn't streak. So last year, I used their foaming mousse pretty much all summer, and I loved it. And I shared it, and so they reached back out to me and wanted to see if I wanted to try their tanning mist. Now, I've never tried a tanning mist before, so I usually just use the foams, or I've used lotion. So I was excited to try the mist to see how I liked it, and I am loving this stuff. So this one is called the COSMO Self Tanning Mist Instant Bronzer, and this one is a warm brown with cool violet undertone. So you're going to get a cool undertone, not that orangey tan that we all want to avoid when it comes to self-tanning. So this stuff's actually been really great, and I find that the mist actually works really well. So I am going to show you how I put this on. So like I said, first thing, I'm just going to show you because I haven't put any moisturizer on yet. I'm going to put some moisturizer on my elbows. It's kind of hard to do. I'm really tall, so I'm trying to figure out the best way so you can see everything. And then put it on my knees. You can see how white my skin is. And then my ankles. And then I'll just leave it on my hands a little bit. And so, okay, after I did that, I'm actually going to take my rings off. It's a good idea to take your rings off so that you don't get tanner or things on. So put that on there. And my hair, I'm going to put my hair up. Where did I put my scrunchie? Hold on, gonna go get my scrunchie. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I put my hair up. Actually, you'd probably just leave it in a towel, but I always put my hair up to get it out of my face, take all my jewelry, necklaces, things off to get everything out of the way. So I'll just put my hair up. Okay, and so first thing, doesn't matter what you start with, what body part, I just like to start with my legs and work up. That's just me. So I will show you, I have my crazy looking glove and my mitt, and I am going to go ahead and start with my legs. So with any self tanner, they all kind of work the same. So whether it's a lotion, you can use a mitt, a mist, a foam, it's all pretty much the same. So I'm gonna try to stand, you're just gonna see my bottom part, but I like to start with my legs. So I take the color and I'm just gonna spray it on the mitt. And then I'm just gonna rub in circular motions all over my leg. Sometimes I'll spray it on my skin too, just to get a bunch. You can do either or. And then I just do that all over and just continue spraying all down my leg. And yeah. For my knees, I kind of just glide over real fast because it's one of those spots that I don't want a lot of the product to stick to, so I don't really go over my knee a whole lot. And then, let's see. Spray some more. Trying to balance is really fun while doing this too, by the way. And yeah. So I just put that on my leg. Another part that gets a little tricky is your hands and your feet. You don't want to put too much on there, so I just spray like a little bit and then I just rub it over my feet and go in between the toes. I don't know if I can show you guys this. Sorry, it's kind of hard. My first time filming this, I usually just do it in the shower, or in the bathroom. So just make sure that you go sparingly around the ankles, and yeah. So that is one leg is done. And the thing I really like about this is it dries really fast. So you only have to wait like a couple minutes before you get dressed. And if you want a darker tan, you can put multiple coats on. This one develops over a few hours, so I will post probably maybe a picture, or I might pop back on the video to show you what it looks like after, like the tan after. And then, so I did one leg. I'm just going to show you how I do like my arm and my chest. Ooh, getting everywhere. Same thing, just take my mitt. And then I start on my arm, and I still do the same thing, circular motions. On my elbows, I kind of just glide over them. I don't want to put too much product on the elbows, because we don't want dark spots anywhere, to be honest. So, and I feel like this stuff is really good. There's no streaks and it hasn't really been patchy or anything. So just go ahead and rub all over your arm. And then for your hands, same thing as I like to, I don't have a lot of product. I'll just spray like a little bit, and then I'll do the back of my hands, and then I'll just kind of like grab my fingers. Don't lick me. My dog just licked my tan, which that's never good because then it comes off. So, and then I just kind of get in between as well, but just kind of just work it around sparingly. That makes sense. And then yeah, so I do an arm, and then I'll do leg, and then I do my arms, and then I'll do my chest and my neck area. So then I just go down, and then depending if you want, you can tan your entire body if you want, or you can just do the places that are going to show in your clothes. Sometimes I'll just tan, usually I'll tan my whole body. I'll do like my stomach and my legs and everything and my neck, but I do not tan my face. I know it gets kind of weird. Some people tan it, some people don't. I personally don't, just because I don't want extra stuff on my skin because I don't know how it's going to be, and then when you wash your face, it's going to go off way faster. So I don't ever tan my face. I just have a darker foundation when I'm self-tanning that matches. So that's just personal preference. You can totally tan your face if you want. And so like today, I don't know if I look like two different colors. I knew I was going to self-tan, so I put a darker foundation on. So if it doesn't completely match, that's why. It will blend in later, I promise. But yeah, that's all I do is do circular motions all over my body. It's super easy, but if for some reason you get tan in an unwanted spot, wash it off pretty quickly because it will stay. So I always put a little on my hands, and then I make sure to like wash. You can use like a baby wipe or a makeup wipe to just wash the palms off your hands because you don't want your palms to be orange. And yeah, I think that's it. Super easy. Once again, I'll share this product is Norvell's COSMO Mist, which I really like. I've been really happy with it, so I really like the color. So I'll pop back in to show you guys the color because it gets dark and it gets really pretty. So that is it. I hope this was somewhat helpful and not too crazy, but thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!